All right, what's going on, everybody? The drama continues, and in this season, we have a new character added to the soap opera. His name is Emmett Shear. So the news is Sam Altman is not coming back as CEO. We're going to go over the news. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys, this is major breaking news. I was just about to go to bed and I found out about this news maybe about 30-40 minutes ago, and I had to put out this video for you guys. So they actually just released this about an hour ago, and it's 1:35 a.m. right now. So we're going to go over what exactly happened throughout this whole process, because if you haven't been following the drama, basically what happened, long story short, Sam Altman got fired. And then, investors got mad because, it was so abrupt and whatnot. So then, long story short, a day later, Eliza and, the whole board were back. Basically, they were in talks, saying they were in talks with Sam Altman again, potentially bring him back. All right. There was an interim CEO, Mira, as well as Sam Altman was already looking at potentially starting new startups and whatnot, and talking to investors, and he was already having investors backing him. All right, so that's kind of a brief summary right there. Now, long story short, today on Sunday, or yesterday right now, but there was a whole situation where the negotiations were going on. Sam Altman appeared at the OpenAI headquarters, and the Microsoft CEO was there, and everything, I guess, was ongoing up until it was supposed to come around about 12 o'clock, where they made a decision. Apparently, Eliza asked to push back to 5 p.m., and I guess that's when things got shaky, right? So here we have our article here. Emmett Shear becomes interim OpenAI CEO as Altman talks breakdown. All right, so let's go over some of the news here. So if you don't know who Emmett Shear is, he is the ex-CEO of Twitch. This is his Twitter right here. And we'll go over some information about him and what his thoughts are on actual AI and this whole thing, so you can kind of get a sense of maybe where it's going to go with OpenAI. What's going to happen next now that this guy is interim CEO? Sam Altman will not return as CEO of OpenAI. Former Twitch CEO Emmett Shear has been tapped by the board instead, ending a weekend-long saga in which loyalists to Altman had pushed for a shock return, right? So for some people, I mean, even me, I didn't know. I said in my last video, which I recorded maybe about six hours ago, I said, by Monday, there's a good chance Sam Altman's we're going to have a decision. He's either going to be back at CEO of OpenAI or he's not, right? Now, OpenAI's board of directors have selected Twitch CEO Emmett Shear, and also too, now that Sam Altman's not CEO, it's going to be interesting to see how many people leave, because there were already a bunch of people so super dedicated to Sam Altman, and there was already people that resigned and said they were going to resign if Sam Altman doesn't come back as CEO. News of the appointment was previously reported. Shear is known as an outspoken member of the safety side of AI discourse. Yeah, so that's one thing. He's definitely more of a slow mover. All right, I'm going to get into that in a second and show you guys some tweets from him and things that he said, but he is not, I guess, like Sam, where he's a bit more fast-paced and wants growth and whatnot. He's way more on the safe hand side of AI. On Saturday, Forbes reported that investors were plotting a bid to restore Altman that would include Microsoft and key employees exerting leverage. OpenAI's backers, which include prominent venture capitalists Reid Hoffman and Vinod Khosla, had been blindsided by Altman's ouster the day prior. At least one prominent stakeholder, Sequoia, was in contact with Microsoft to push for the reinstatements, a source said. All right, so here we have the deal to bring Sam Altman back to OpenAI has fallen apart After a weekend of negotiations to bring Sam Altman as OpenAI CEO, following his shocking firing, the company's nonprofit board has gone another way entirely and named former Twitch CEO Emmett Shear as interim CEO. Shear will take over as CEO from Mira Murati, who was publicly aligned with Altman. All right, so that's kind of what happened, is that her plan right here. So let me just show you. OpenAI's Murati aims to rehire Altman after exit. Murati remains in place as interim CEO after Altman firing. Board members are simultaneously seeking a different CEO. All right. And because of that, she is not the CEO. She was going to be the interim CEO, but they didn't want her to hire Sam and Greg back again. So it's crazy. That's 3 CEOs in 3 days, if you're keeping track. The hiring of Shear appears to be close to close the door on Altman's exit after he was fired Friday. When the board said he had not been consistently candid in his communications, as we reported Saturday, the board quickly began discussing his return under pressure from investors and the threat of mass employee walkout. On Saturday night, sources told The Verge that the remaining board members had missed a 5 p.m. deadline to resign and reinstate Altman and fellow co-founder Greg Brockman, or face a slew of staff resignations. After the deadline passed, droves of OpenAI employees started posting their support for Altman on social media. Altman returned to OpenAI's office this morning, saying it would be the first and last time he wore a guest badge, implying that he would either return as CEO or not set foot in the building again. OpenAI's profile has skyrocketed since anyways. So you get the point. It's obviously still developing, so we're going to get a bunch of news for sure tomorrow. But I want to go over a few things with you right here. So OpenAI's board hires former Twitch CEO and executive Shear as CEO. Shear has stepped down as CEO of Amazon Inc.'s gaming sites Twitch earlier this year. So he stepped down earlier this year, and he posted this on LinkedIn. So he said, I'm incredibly excited to share that I will be joining OpenAI as CEO for summer 2024. This opportunity is a dream come true. I can't wait to contribute to OpenAI's mission of safety and humanely accelerating process towards AGI. I would like to extend my gratitude to my recruiters, Helen Toner, Ilya S., for all your guidance and support throughout the recruitment process. I owe a heartfelt thank you to my family and friends for their endless support and encouragement. This milestone is as much yours as it is mine. All right, so there you have it on LinkedIn. Here is some of his actual tweets that he's made in the past. You can see this one is back in August 25th, where he says, AGI isn't the main character. Progress is the main character. AGI is a pit trap with spikes we have to avoid while navigating towards the North Star of progress. This is not hard stuff to understand. Believing AGI is dangerous simply does not equate to primitivism. All right, so there's a tweet there. And then I specifically say I'm in favor of slowing down, which is sort of like pausing, except it's slowing down. If we're at a speed of 10 right now, a pause is reducing to 0.1. I think we should aim for 1 or 2 instead. All right, so he has said September 17th that he really wants to slow down. So it's going to be interesting to see, right? Everyone was really excited, I think, for, all this growth just after Dev Day, the new GPTs, the GPT store. Like, what's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with the GPT store? Is that still going to be a thing? And then here's another tweet on September 16th. But I am actually in favor of a pause, or rather, I'm in favor of a slowdown. We can't learn how to build a safe AI without experimenting, and we can't experiment without progress. But we probably shouldn't be barreling ahead at max speed either. All right. And here is just, some stuff some people were saying, I guess, about him running Twitch. All right. Twitch CEO Emmett Shear is completely out of touch with people who stream on Twitch and watch on Twitch out of touch with esports and video games, and even out of touch with his own employees. So, I mean, some people are you're going to have people say good things and bad things about you. I don't know too much about Emmett Shear, you know, as I'll definitely learn a lot these next few days, but just looking into his kind of background and stuff, it's actually funny because him and Sam started, I believe, 18 years ago. They met at Y Combinator. They were in the same group, and you can see here we're trying something new at Y Combinator this cycle. We recruited our YC alumni to be part-time partners. Loop founder Sam Altman, Posturus founder Gary Tan, and Justin TV founders Emmett Shear and etc. This may sound corny, but they also make YC a happier place. We've known these three guys for years. Sam, Emmett, and Justin were all the very first batch, YC batch, in summer of 2005, and have been through a lot. And we've been through a lot with them. They're good eggs, and it's nice to see them that they have something going around. So, yeah, they have a bit of a history there, and I believe they did some sort of like some sort of project or something. 12 years later, I believe, something like this. It's really interesting what's going on, guys. I mean, it's only 1:52 a.m. right now, so this news just dropped. I mean, I think there's gonna be a bunch of news tomorrow. Like, well, it's Monday, so there's gonna be a bunch of news later on this day. You know, we're gonna hear a lot probably about what these OpenAI employees are gonna do. Are a lot of them gonna resign and walk? What's Sam Altman gonna do? We already know he was in talks about starting a new company. We already know he was in talks with investors, Microsoft, a bunch of, you know, people that said they would back him, right? People like Sam Altman. So what's going to happen? Is he going to start a competitor and grow it very fast? I don't know. It's really, I think, like I said, this is season 2. So this is just the start of, you know, what's going to happen. This is going to have a huge effect on the AI landscape. Everything over the past 3-4 days has been completely turned over, and no one really expected this. So I'm just on the edge of my chair waiting to see. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. You guys always have some great ideas. You know, if you have any questions, let me know. But if, you know, what do you guys think of this situation? What do you think Sam's gonna do? If any of you guys know anything much about Emmett? If you guys like the decision, if you don't like the decision, if you think everyone's gonna walk, let me know. And then also too, I'm gonna leave a video here just after I'm done talking here of Emmett talking in a recent podcast, and that's, you know, you guys can watch that and kind of get a sense of who Emmett is as well. But before I do that, I just want to say, if you guys are interested in learning AI, implementing it into your business, I do have a free group. It's a free Facebook group and Discord channel, so you can go check that out in the comments or in the description down below. It's stridecommunity.com. It's 100% free. Share a lot of value, network with each other, connect with like-minded individuals. And then also too, I am hosting a 6-day Accelerate Your Stride Challenge very soon. I'll keep you guys posted on that. It's a free event, 100% free. I plan on charging for it in the future for when I do the event again, but for now it's 100% free. It's gonna have a bunch of stuff about AI, creating GPTs, leveraging them in your business, in your life, etc. So you can go check out those 2 free resources down below, guys. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like the video, turn on post notifications to stay up to date with everything. And I'm gonna get into the video for you guys in just a second, but keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, accelerate your stride. Take care, guys. See you in the next video.
Generally, I'm very pro-technology, and I really believe the upsides usually outweigh the downsides. Everything technology can be misused. Regulating early is usually a mistake. I have a very specific concern about AI. We've built an intelligence. It's kind of amazing, actually. It may not be the smartest intelligence, but it is unintelligence. It can solve problems and make arbitrary plans. At some point, as it gets better, the kinds of problems it will be able to solve will include programming, chip design, material science, power production, all of the things you would need to design an artificial intelligence. At that point, you will be able to point the thing we've built back at itself. And this will happen before you get that point with humans in the loop. It already is happening with humans in the loop. But that loop will get tighter and tighter and tighter and faster and faster and faster until it can fully self-improve itself, at which point it will get very fast, very quickly. And that kind of intelligence is just an intrinsically very dangerous thing because intelligence is power. Human beings are the dominant form of life on this planet pretty much entirely because we're smarter than the other creatures. Now, I just laid out a chain of argument with a lot of if this, then this, if this, then this, if this, then this. I know Eliza thinks that like we're all doomed for sure. I buy his doom argument. I buy the chain and the logic. Like my P doom, my probability of doom is like my bid-ask spread, and that's pretty high because I have a lot of uncertainty, but I would say it's like between like 5 and 50. So there's a wide spread.
Which I think Paul Cristiano,
maybe 2 and 50,
Paul Cristiano, who handled a lot of the stuff within OpenAI, I think said 25 to 50. It seems like if you talk to most AI researchers, there's some preponderance of people that give some percentage.
That should cause you to shit your pants.
But it's human level extinction, I think.
Yeah. But no, it's not just human level extinction. It's such extincting humans is bad enough. It's like potential destruction of all value in the light cone. Like not just for us, but for any alien species caught in the wake of the explosion. It's like a universe-destroying bomb. This is not a figure-it-out-later thing. This is like a big fucking problem. It's like someone invented a way to make like 10x more powerful fusion bombs out of like sand and bleach that like anyone could do at home.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, and I've had enough time with it now that I can laugh about it. When I first realized, it was fucking heart-stopping.
Well, I'm glad we spent all this time building your credibility as a normal person. Just to go off the rails here.
Here I am being the guy who's like the techno-optimist, and I am like, no, the AI thing, this thing though, actually, maybe a problem. And I think if you are rejecting it because we sound like a bunch of crazies, just notice that like some number of people who are worried about this I'm on your team. I'm on the techno-optimist team.
You are not. As far as I know, your business is not in doomsday scenario planning around AI.
I have no financial stake in either doomsday scenario planning around AI or the other weird like double think 4D chess thing people impute to it is like, oh, we're actually trying to build up OpenAI and Anthropic and Google as being like super powerful, and it's all an ego thing about talking about how amazingly great this stuff is, so that we can like raise more money for OpenAI and
for like, regulatory capture or whatever.
Yeah. And like I don't own any equity in any of these things.